Welcome everyone to Magazine Designer Stockholm. Today our guest is Philip Raabe, a Swedish elite dancer from Gothenburg, representing Swedish National Team in 10 dances in World Dance Sport Federation, the youngest participant of Skal Shall We Dance program in Norway. Welcome, Philip. Thank you so much that you wanted to join. And
Thank you so much.
And could you please present yourself?
So my name is Philip Raabe. I'm living in Oslo right now, and I'm 20 years old. And yeah, that's kind of the small part of me actually. And I stopped dancing last year because of a lot of traveling, but I'm still dancing as a hobby, and I'm not competing. I'm not competing anymore.
When and where did you start your dance journey, and what dance means for you?
So I started my journey when I was watching the Dance, Shall We Dance when I was 5 years old. I had an accident when I was younger, and I was sitting in a wheelchair for like a month or something, and that time was the Shall We Dance on the TV. So I started to watch it when I was sitting in the wheelchair. Then suddenly I'm starting to dance with the wheelchair, and I'm starting to feel the rhythm. So I thought, maybe I should start dancing. So I asked actually my mom if I could start dancing, and she said, of course, but we need to take step by step because so I could get weller.
I understand.
So I started my dance career in La Sauce Dance Studio in Gothenburg, and then it just grew. I was starting to build up my dance career, and I wanted to change also. So I moved to Norway to start on a higher level. Dancing for me is everything actually. I mean, I moved from my family and my friends when I was 16 years old. So actually dancing is everything for me, and and when I'm dancing, it feels like everything inside of me feels free. I feel the rhythm, the music, and what comes out is of course the expression of myself. As you could see, dancing has a big space in my heart, and it will always be in my heart.
We were very touched when we were listening to your podcast this year in Sweden, and we are very proud of you that you moved in such a young age. It's unusually. Do you see any difference in dancing in Norway or Sweden? Do you observe a similar politics in dance sport?
I mean, both countries are almost similar, but I mean, it's a harder competition in Norway, I think. And the politics is everywhere, actually. I mean, wherever you go, it is. I mean, so it doesn't matter, actually. I mean, if you dance good, you dance good. And for me, in Norway, it's a little bit better because we have better communication between other countries. I mean, we help each other with trainers. We talk to each other. I mean, Sweden for me is more like, okay, it's just Sweden. We hold just on Sweden. We don't maybe get help from other countries, so we can be better dancers. But in Norway, I feel like we have more extended trainers and more camps and more development about dancing and more talking about dancing, and not about just dance. It's more around like a circle in the dancing. So yeah,
that's very nice because it's a little bit more internationally open-minded. Yes, and
yes, of course.
You are a half Hungarian, a half Swedish. Do you identify some signs in your character about that?
First of all, I'm still, I mean, yes and no. I mean, I'm Philip for sure, and but I mean, I got some good genes from my mother and father, and for sure I have I like them very much both. I mean, from my father's side, I think I got the social side, the minded to care about people, and from my mother's side, it's more like I'm not giving up. I'm training harder. I'm working harder. So that's from my mother's side. It's more about maybe dancing, but on my father's side, it's more about communication with other people. And so as you can see, it's a good mix, I think, to have it.
And your mother is one of your biggest supports within dance sport, as I've seen and observed her support during the competition. She's cheering, screaming, and And who do you have someone else who is also your big support in your development?
I mean, for sure, it's my parents. I mean, if I haven't had my parents, my dance career wouldn't be long, actually. And I don't think actually I would have one if I don't have my parents. And then, of course, it's my trainers. I mean, if you don't have the trainers and your parents and everything around you, you can't actually develop anything in your dance career. I mean, it's all about the team. If you take care of the team, the team takes care of you. So, I mean, the team is very important to have.
Yes. Philip, could you please move a little bit your camera so we can see your whole face? Yes. Yes, thank you.
More like this?
Yes. Yes, a little bit, even a little bit lower, so we can see the whole.
Lower.
No, so much.
Like
yes,
this?
Yes, a little bit like me. Yes, so it's like similar. And do not move the phone.
No.
All right. Next question is: what are your biggest achievements within dance sport?
I mean, I have been all over the world from start with. I mean, I have danced everywhere actually, in Europe and out of Europe. But I think my biggest achievement in dance sport is I've been in 7 World Championships and 2 European Championships. And actually, that was my goal for being a dancer. So I mean, I set the goal when I was little to go to a World Championship, and when I did get there, it was like, what should I do now? Where should I think? So I started to dance more and tried to push more what I could get and do. So then I ended up with 9 total championship in the world.
And your place there is?
I mean, it's kind of many, but I think my best result in the World Championship was between I don't know. I think 52.
That is very good because we have a lot of dancers in the world. Yes, so it's a very good achievement. And in 2020, you performed in Let's Dance Norway, Skal, Danse, with Paralympians Birgit Skarstein. How did you feel about it? We heard that you both trained a lot, double passes a day, and you won, yes?
Say again?
And you won the competition in Let's Dance?
No. I came to program 8 of 12.
Okay.
But I mean, why did I do it for the question is actually, I mean, it's the first time for me to train a people in wheelchair. That's number one. And I think also that the community or the sign or the community to show people that actually everyone can dance. And when I heard it was so many discussions about a wheelchair going to dancing, Shall We Dance, it was a lot of pain of me. So I mean, I wrote very much on newspaper and on internet about dancing, about general dancing, because no one has said that dancing should be on 2 feet. Actually, I mean, dancing could be you just sitting and doing something with your head in with the music. I mean, it's still dancing.
Yeah.
So I mean, it has yeah, you can say that everyone could dance. Actually, I mean,
yes,
and it's very painful to see that people actually care or don't care about people who wants to try something really hard, and they don't, and before they really try to do it, they already get hate about it. So it was really disrespectful from their side. And I mean, we actually showed everyone that everyone could dance, and why we trained so much in Shall We Dance was because that people who was having this disrespectful comments about Birgit is we wanted to show, even if she's sitting in a wheelchair, and we didn't want them to point at, no, she's not dancing, she's just following me. No, actually she was dancing, and that's why we trained so hard. She was what's called controlling the movements about the wheelchair, and controlling the technique about it. And that's what people didn't understand. Actually, they thought, oh, she's sitting in a wheelchair, Philip is doing everything, she's getting good, the grades and everything. So I mean, yeah,
it was very,
so we really wanted to show.
Yeah, and for me you won, because for me, like, it was no discussion, and I was like observed you and the hard work you did with her, with Birgit. And we have actually one Polish dancer on wheelchair, and his name is Peter, but I do not remember now the surname, but I know that he's world champion in his category. So I'm surprised that in Norway people didn't know, but it's quite popular
actually,
but it's quite popular too. But it's very nice that you shown this in Nordics, because I hope that more people can dance and can believe in themselves, and that everyone can dance.
Yeah, I mean, that for me should be the golden rule about dancing. I mean, dancing is not about just competition. It's about, like, everyone could dance.
Yes, express themselves.
Fun. And for sure express themselves.
Yes. And what are your other talents except of an unbelievable performer, which we could enjoy also at dance competitions in Sweden and internationally? Do you teach dance normally now?
I mean, one of my best talents is actually, I don't want to give up. It doesn't matter how many hours I do. I just do it. I mean, if I set a goal, I do it for sure. It's no question about it. So if I get something from my trainers, like, you should change this, it's no questions, I just do it. And that's actually the biggest talent I think I have, because I don't like to give up. I like to do everything 100%. I do. If someone said, yeah, you wanna run, I don't run for fun. I mean, I run for 100%. And and then my other talents is, I think I am pretty good at performing, and I'm pretty good at ice skating. And yes, I teach dance generally, but not so much now because of the COVID-19. But I do it. So.
And how do you find your spirit in dance competition? Challenge to share your emotions. So, because when we dance, we get sometimes different music. We are not prepared what song it will be. And how do you
No.
find the spirit suddenly?
Well, I don't actually know about. I don't know actually, but I mean, it's like when the music is starting, it's something in my body who swings to the music, and of course it's then it comes out the emotion because you're actually in it, and you can really say if someone is in the music or out the music. You can actually see the body, how it's going, and how mindseted you are in the movements you're doing. But actually, I don't know which emotions I get out when I do it. It's just more like when I see back from the videos, I can see, oh, I did that emotions, but I didn't actually know I did it because I'm too in it in the music. So
you devote automatically into the music and express yourself. So you have additional skill now, which we can identify. How do you mentally manage hard training and intensive competition period? Is there anyone who provides you motivation training?
Well, I mean, when I know it's a competition, I have myself to motivate me, and of course my family also push me and makes me train harder and harder so I could get better, so I can get the better results, of course. So I mean, it's more like you have an open mindset, and you have to have it open. You can't have it shut. So you can actually think more and think what's more necessary to do and what not to do. I mean, if I know I have a competition next week, I don't do so much technique, of course. I mean, then it's more about performing, about musicality, and about everything else, not more about the technique. And as you can hear, I have a good relationship with my mom and my family. And I mean, they are actually the biggest motivation for me, because they have been also top ice skating performers in their careers. I mean, and everyone in my family actually are like that. So, I mean, I got a little bit of I wanted to be the same. So, I mean, I push myself also because I want to be as good as them also. And of course, I love it because I mean, I moved from my family. So when I do something, I do it for 100%, and I will always do it. And I mean, it's 100% or nothing. And that should be the golden rule about dancing, I think. And of course, if you want to have fun and like that, you can have it for sure. But I mean, if you want to compete and you want to get better, you should have a golden rule that you should not give up.
Yeah. And who were and are your biggest icons within dance, and why?
I mean, the biggest icons in dancing is for sure the world champion now is Armen, and I can't say the last name because it's too hard. But
Saturian.
I mean,
Armen Saturian from Russia.
Yes, and he has always been my biggest icon from I was little. So even if he weren't the world champion before, he is now, and that's because of hard working, and he really shows the musicality, and he's actually really fun to watch. And my other icon is for sure my family, and it's my family for sure.
And from standard dances?
I think it's Sudaika Valdes from Latvia, Lithuania, or something like that.
All right. What drives you? You had many challenges because you had a few dance partners, as I know. Christine, one of them, I remember. to whom you've been traveling. Yes, you have been traveling quite a lot during your dance career. So,
Yes.
so what drives you?
I mean, it's for the first, it's fun to dance, and that's why I'm dancing actually, because I think it's fun. I like to sweat. I like to give my soul to a passion I have since I was little. And of course, I have been traveling for a very long time. I've traveling since I was 15 years old, I think. I started from Gothenburg to Oslo, and then the next year I moved to Oslo, and then I danced with a dance partner, Celine, in 1.5 years, and then I traveled after that from Norway to Bergen, who is with another girl for 3 months, and then it stopped suddenly, and then I traveled from Oslo to Copenhagen for 1.5 years. So, I mean, I have traveled a lot, but it's also because I love the things I do, and I have a big passion for it, and I like to show people that it doesn't matter if you live close, if you live far away. If you want to do something, you can actually do it. It's just you have to have the right mindset for. I mean, you have to sacrifice, and I mean, I have sacrificed in maybe 3 or 4 years. I mean, whenever my friends is going out, I can't go out because I'm training. I mean, when they have fun, I can't have fun. I mean, I have fun on other ways, but not that kind of fun you want to have when you are like teens. So, I mean, it's all about the sacrifice.
Yes. As an experienced dancer, what would you tell to younger dancers who lose their motivation?
First of all, keep going. If you have a hard time, just keep going. If you really want something, you can have it, and you can actually have it, because when you keep going and pushing harder, you will achieve your goals for sure. And it's all about, and number 2, it's all about the mindset. If you have your mindset, and then it will be easy to train harder. You will eat healthier. You will train double so hard, and your motivation will go up suddenly. And the first thing is your team, the team you have around you. It would be your parents, your trainers, your psychology. Everything you need to have around you is very important to have still. And number 4 is if you are stuck in a level or you can't develop more, you should find something similar to dancing, like I did. I tried Zumba to get another rhythm of my body, to feel expression from another dance styles. I mean, you can do that, or you can go to the gym, maybe do some
to train different muscles, and find the different motoric in the body.
Yes, and maybe try another sport, maybe, who has similar things to affect the body in dancing.
And what are your 3 biggest dreams? Will you come back to dance competition floor?
Well, I mean, my 3 biggest dreams right now is actually to dance like I'm doing right now. I want to be still on the Skal dance for now, and actually, I just have that for a big dream right now. And about getting back to the dance floor again, well, I can't tell yet. It's still a progress in my team, so we will see about that.
Because I've seen that you have you are still active in World Dance Sport Federation, yes? So you have still open door And I believe that many would love to see you again on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about actually to find the time. And I mean, I had so much traveling, so my mind couldn't actually take anymore. I mean, I have done traveling in like many years, and I started to feel like I was getting so exhausted to fly so much, because I fly every weekend. So I mean, I needed to take a break, but not take a break from dancing, actually, more taking a break from the flight, or to fly. So I mean, I'm still dancing, I'm still training like I should, like I did before when I was a top elite dancer. So I mean, I'm still, I mean, if I want to go back, I don't have a problem to getting back, because I'm training the same muscles like I did before. I'm training the exactly way I did before. I'm pushing my body like I haven't, So I mean, if I want to go back, I can actually go back whenever I want, if I'm still pushing it like I'm doing right now.
I mean, I am one of your biggest fans, as you've seen even in competition in Sweden, and I need to say that you were one on the my top favorites, with of course my countryman Kaleta David. But I mean, we are very proud of you, and Sweden is very proud of you, of your performance and your effort and your love for dance, and that you also got a proposition from Norway to join such amazing program, and you really did your best, and this is extremely appreciated, and I am very impressed of your performance there. I don't know why you were not asked in Sweden, but you got another opportunity, which is amazing. And now hopefully you will be more visible internationally. And this will open your doors for your career, dancing career, even more. Do you sometimes think to, in the future, teach other younger dancers, or open your own school, dance school?
Yes and yes, actually. I mean, we're starting to build up something in Norway right now about the professionals who's doing the Shall We Dance, because we think that people should dance more, not maybe to compete, but maybe to try it and feel what we're actually talking about, to express ourselves. Because when I'm dancing, I'm locking out everything around me. So I don't know if anyone is seeing me or anything. I'm just feeling in the music. I'm floating with the music. And so it's a very nice feeling that I really missed, of course. And I think it's important to people to dance, actually.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to add?
No, I don't think so. I think I got the whole stage.
Okay, then thank you so much that you wanted to join. Thank you so much again, and I hope we will see again on the dance floor as dancers.
Yeah.
Okay.